Before we get to my zombie picks, quick interlude. Before I sat down tonight, Cody was passing his cell phone around like a proud grandpa. Tell us about last weekend.
Got to go to the Fan Expo, Dallas Comic-Con, and had to see him again. This time it was a hour-long Q&A with Stan the Man Lee, one of my heroes. His work influenced my life. I'll put it as simply as that.
You told him as much.
I told him as much. I got to shake his hand. Got to tell him thank you. I couldn't. I don't care if you put whatever super hot celebrity in front of me right now. It wouldn't matter. I met the one that I wanted to meet.
So you
Did he whisper in your ear, "I'm in room 1412, true believer"?
If he had, I would have been there.
So you're saying you handled it a little more sophisticated than when I met John Carpenter. Remember what I told him?
And we were sober at the time.
And we were sober.
In the morning.
Dude, when we met Carpenter...
Did you send him dick pics?
No, almost.
Almost.
He would have.
No, what did I say to him?
We're standing there in line, and granted it was... No, I'll just say, I made fun of you, but then I had my moment later. So we're standing there, and Cade... And Carpenter couldn't have been nicer. He's signing autographs, and Cade had bought extra tickets because he had a bunch of memorabilia for Carpenter to sign.
A bunch, 30 things.
And he's signing it all, and Cade just goes, "Man, I'm more nervous than the first time I got laid." And Carpenter just, he's signing an autograph, he stops, looks up. I don't know how I feel about that. So I'm giving Cade the business over it for an hour, and then I finally
he's busting my balls for like an hour, like, you just told John Carpenter.
He's like, God damn it, I'm kicking him in the nuts.
And
over
I'm like, why the fuck would I say it? But it was on it. It's the only thing I could think of. I was like, I'm standing there right in front of John Carpenter. I'm like, it was an honest statement. I'm more nervous now than the first time I got laid.
Worse than, I meet Danielle Harris, and like a 16-year-old boy on his first date, I can't talk.
Dude, he was a mess.
I'm like, no, it was afterwards. I was already there.
It was afterwards.
First,
I made fun of you, Ed.
First, I was okay. I was like, hey, Danielle, you want to sign this photo? And she stands up, she puts her arm around me. She's like, Kate's taking a picture. She's like, if you're going to get me and him in the same picture, you're going to have to turn that camera sideways. I'm like, this is cool.
Just one in the middle. Thank you.
And then after I walk off, that's when I can't speak for like a half an hour.
But no, here's the kicker.
Charlie Cypher's like, where are you guys from? And I'm like, I spent time in Germany for a while. And,
no, dude, I embarrassed myself with my Carpenter comment. I'm going to embarrass you. The next day, Sunday, me and the wife are packing up the car to leave. The convention's still going on Sunday. I'm like, Smitzy, you out of here? Because he lives in Dallas. I was going to go in there and see what Danielle's up to. thought we kind of made a connection there.
Actually, I went back over by her booth and I showed the picture of her and me out by the pool, and I said, hey, I was like, just wanted to show you, this was the highlight of my weekend, was you taking a picture of me when I was drunk off my ass. And she sold it really well. She laughed. She was like, yeah, it was my pleasure.
And then she tased you.
And then she tased me.
Then the restraining order came in the mail.
No, but I played it cool when I met Danielle, but then for at least an hour afterwards, I was walking around like...
Well, that was the kicker. We met her at her booth, but that night at the VIP party, they were all just hanging out at the pool, so it was like we found ourselves talking to Danielle Harris by the pool.
And we had some liquid courage in ourselves, so it went a lot better.
Oh, yeah, we were toast. We were Jack and Cokes for like
She was drinking, too, and...
it's a good night. Well...
That's actually... I like that picture of me and her out by the pool more than the one...
Of course.
It's
natural.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can barely see her taser in that. Like, she's got
it pressed into my ribcage.
She's got it there, but
she's wearing like a little leather jacket, so you can't really see that I'm getting tased. And I'm drunk, so it's not really hitting me as much. Love you, Danielle. Those
of us that know and love Cody know what Stan Lee means to the man, so that was really cool to see. If you send it to me, we'll put it up on the website. He's so small. But then I was like,
I'm still picturing him whispering in Cody's ear, "I'll show you my Mr. Fantastic."
But he's like, what, 100 years old in this?
No, he's 92. 92, and the man is still out there. Still out there. Can tell everybody. I mean,
Did he make any Zombeaver jokes?
No.